Hello everyone, Lo13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to Monster Prom. I know it's been a little bit, but I was having some issues with the editing software I was using, and I had to like relearn a whole new software in the middle of editing a whole bunch of other stuff. Well, it's not really a new software, it's an old software that I used to use, but I had to relearn how to use it because I'm not going back to my old software anymore, and the whole process, like, I was also a little burnt out over work. I was helping my brother move. Like, there was a lot of stuff going on. I'm in physical therapy still. So, like, I needed, like, time away. But I am so excited to be back doing more Monster Prom. So, we have one of 3 options left. We've got Scott, Vera, and Liam left to go work with. That we haven't gotten a chance to check out, and then we have the DLC characters, which makes me excited. This is my cheat sheet. It's not really a cheat sheet, it just tells me what my end game yes is, because I've already screwed up Polly and Miranda multiple times, so we're gonna try to do this better. We're gonna base who we go off of for this first one entirely based on which of the 3 remainders we are closest to for our final questions, and we're gonna answer our questions as honestly as I actually would. So, you wish you were raised by a pack of wild wolves who also happen to teach moguls who own some of the most profitable companies of Silicon Valley. They would be kick-butt role models and wild wolves. Sick. I'm here for that already. A really progressive marriage between a kick-butt venomous snake and actual fire. Yes. Absolutely yes. I love fire and I see no issue with being raised by it. Actually, yes. Would that make me a venomous fire snake? Please, yes. That sounds adorable. I want to be a fire snake. A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as his disciple. Ooh, in the ancient ways of rad DJing. I have to go with the fire. I have to go with the fire. There's the coolest reality show would be 8 rich people fight in weekly challenges to see who's the best at giving money to you. Yes. I love this. The potato season. What is that? 6? Monday, January 4th at 8/7 Central. Oh god. 12 experts on the various arts of seduction live in a house where they must face a common challenge, seducing a potato into marriage somehow. I think in comic book world that would be super amusing, actually. People in positions of power must face all sorts of questions relevant to their field, and if they fail, they lose their jobs and society wins. I want people giving me money. Of these options, people giving me money. Thank you. I think that'd be great. If you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? Ooh, double cream de la Gruyere and meringues. Ooh. Meat. No, I am a vegetarian. So that's not gonna be for me. Rainbows and gummy bears, tequila and Coke. That kind. Spicy chocolate. No, chocolate on fire. Yes. Success. Okay, so I have a feeling that this is going to be Liam, because Liam is such a foodie. I imagine this is Scott, and I imagine this is Vera. We might be on the path to do Vera. Gonna be a little rough, I think, but we could probably do it. Success, please. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, success. Although the Gruyere ice cream sounds great, but I also emotionally support success, so that's why I went with success. So I was like, both of these are options for me. Everything else was not.
Let's do this!
Okay, so in order to get Vera's endgame, we need 15 smarts. We have 7 currently. We need 11 charm. We have 5, God help us. And we need 10 money. Okay, there's nobody in here at the beginning. So I'm thinking we go... Let's go with the smarts, because there's a chance we'll run into Vera here. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity in this high school. You gain 2 smarts. God, my fun is nowhere. Oddly enough, you notice Damien and Vera having some kind of business meeting. At least they're both sitting holding manila folders. You move closer to see what's up.
Hey there.
Now, Damien, it seems we both agree that William, the incubus, is a piece of sentient garbage who deserves harm. What happened? True. I believe that together we could make William very unhappy. I've prepared an actual plan for a potential merger. Have a look. Vera opens her folder to reveal an intricate charts with titles like Diversion Coefficient and Maximizing Humiliation Dividends. So, I'm gonna briefly defend my voice choice for Vera. Now, normally, it seems like Vera would be the kind that would talk quickly, kind of like typically I talk fast, my mother talks fast for the whole thing. Anyway, so normally, the talking fast thing, because time is money. However, I would also think that it's a power move on Vera to control the entire conversation as effectively as she can by making other people waste their time when she doesn't fully, view it as necessary. So in this case, I think she would honestly just be slow and concise with everybody here. I brought a folder too. Damien opens the folder. It's a piece of paper that says punching on it. Oh, I love you. I love you, Damien. Why can't I romance you 6 times? I admire your simplistic approach, but I think we need a plan that utilizes both our strengths. Damien nods and turns over his piece of paper. On the other side, it says punching hard. These two are never going to come to an agreement unless you step in and mediate, so you tell them your idea. Use the convenient list I brought that shows all his greatest fears in order of severity. While he's sleeping, replace all of his organs with live possums. I feel like this is more Vera's style. Most of these fears seem pretty standard. Clowns, bees, entropy. Look, I'm a little afraid of... Actually, I was afraid of these when I was a kid because I saw Killer Clowns from Outer Space way too early. And then bees, they're just black and yellow with stingers. Regular bumblebees I'm fine with. It's the wasps and the hornets that I can't. Entropy I'm cool with. That's fine. Corn? I don't have a fear of corn.
That has been quite pleasing.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I think we'll be able to accomplish some marvelous things with this list. Does it say punching anywhere there? No, it doesn't, my friend. I'm so sorry. I 100% would definitely just go with the punching just because you wanted it. But I have to date Vera, not you, 6 times. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, but at the bottom of the list, below libraries and fish. So, do we punch him in a library with a fish? Well, okay, as long as it's on the list, I'm in. The way Vera's eyes look right now, she's right at the top of the list of your fears. Hot. Valid. You gain 2 smarts and 1 charm. Thank God, because I need it. We're getting close, though, on the smarts at least. Oh, man, whether or not this is going to work out, I have no clue.
Let's do this!
Alright. Watching Vera eat is... I'm instinctively trying to go for, Vera's entire voice the entire time, because it's so, calming and relaxing to do, and it's not what it is. Watching Vera eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time she does. I kind of would like to see that. but at least it's usually quiet. This time, however, Scott is doing his best to change that.
Touchdown!
Go, Lefty! Gobble that mouse! No, 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 no! Watch out! For Wiggles coming up from behind! Use that tongue! Go! He does this every week or so, whenever my snakes need a meal. He seems to think snake eating contests are a competitive sport. I mean, you could market it, honey. That would work for you. Also, I don't think he realizes that an actual snake eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. I tried charging him for tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on little index cards. He's even given them names. Honestly, you should be giving your snakes names, to be honest with you, but whatever. Go, Slither! Go, Bendy! Go, Sanchez! Go, Snake! We have Moon going on here? Those aren't their names. Oh, so you did name them. Good. God, no matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. Seems like a really tense situation. You resolve it in the only way you know how, by opening your mouth and yelling, Snake, 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 eat that food, stay awake. Boring. This is nothing compared to earthworm eating contests. What? There's more exciting sports than snake eating contests. You gotta tell me about it. Oh, yes. Earthworm eating contests are literally crawling with suspense. And even better, they're going on all the time, with thousands of players in each game. Thousands? Where's the game? Where do I go? Anywhere there's dirt. Anywhere? There's dirt in so many places. So many places that aren't here. Get going. Sports, that game, or whatever. I will, Vera, I will. I swear, one of these days he's going to decide choking on his food is a sport and die. Well, you hope Scott doesn't actually die. The main thing on your mind right now is how Vera's smiling at you. Nice. Valid. Okay. Well, I appreciate that those are freebies. I think I'm gonna have to keep my smarts up first, and then we're gonna have to get the money and then charm. That day, you're the first one in class. Sometimes you come early because you enjoy talking to the teacher. He's a bit bitter, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Best kind of teachers. Look at you, excelling at cliched movie tropes. See, thank you. Yes. You gain 2 smarts and 1 valuable life insight that'll help you face the difficulties of being young. Thanks. Oh no, these two are back at it again? You look up to see Scott approaching Vera, and he looks confused. That isn't unusual for Scott, but you decide to eavesdrop anyway. Hey, Vera, you're mean, right? Go on. Sorry, I wanted to, do screen grab, and I completely forgot what the button was. I hit Windows, Alt, and Delete, and not Windows, Alt, Print Screen. Which I didn't learn how to do until, 2019 anyway. Anyway. You noticed. And you're a girl, right? I appreciate that you asked, but, why? Aw, you noticed. Well, I was watching this high school movie the other day, and there were these mean girls, and the mean girls were mean cheerleaders. Now, I know you're not interested in being a cheerleader, but maybe you could do something to help the football team? I mean, according to the movie, high school athletes and high school mean girls are natural allies, right? Oh, she's blushing! I'm saving that for later, too, because you never know when you're going to need that. As much as I hate to admit it, you do have a point. I suppose you have some idea of what I should do.
Well, I don't really do ideas, but I'm sure Amara here has a great idea. Tell her. I picked they, them pronouns, so I imagine that Scott's telling me to tell Vera. They both look at you, so what's your idea? Forget cheerleaders, we need fear leaders. Instead of pumping our team up, we'll make the other team feel like trash. Maybe stop having our players assassinated for no reason. What about fear leaders? Oh. Excitedly pull out your notebook and show her your fear leader concept art. Oh, but I have no creativity.
Oh, not bad.
Oh, fear leaders, I like the idea. But wait. Why does this uniform have cutaways for boobs, and why is this model having intercourse with a teddy bear?
I think it looks nice.
Nice is not the point, Scott. We're supposed to be dismantling the opponent's team's psyches, not treating them to weird, furry intercourse.
But she loves me all the same. Oh, I lost the smarts I just got. That's what you get for keeping your revolutionary cheerleading ideas in the same notebook as your erotica fanfiction. Anyway, you lose 2 smarts and 1 creativity. Dang it! I guess I'm gonna have to get it back.
Let's do this!
Smarts! That day, the teacher is just tired of teaching, so she recurs the classic technique of not giving a crap and putting on some kind of historical TV show for you to watch. What you don't expect is that it's, let me guess, about ancient aliens or something? Super effective. God bless the golden era of television. The TV show is compelling thanks to the ridiculous amount of nudity and bloodshed, but at the same time, you actually learn a lot about history. Shockingly enough, I do end up learning a lot about history from, like, actually based TV shows. There's a TV show that I used to watch. I don't know if it was, like, on public access television or if it was, like, on the History Channel. But it was called Mysteries at the Museum, where they would take an object that often gets overlooked that's at a museum and do, like, a deep dive on it where they, like, really take a look at, like, the history of this object and how it was used in and what situations it was used in and the narrative behind it. So this way you really got to appreciate not just this small, like, insignificant, like, for example, I mean, there was, like, a small little, like, camera or, like, recording box or something that was in the International Spy Museum in DC that they featured in one episode. That they really did a deep dive on this item to, like, make you feel, you know, like you're actually learning something about all of this. And it's all true pieces because this is the actual backstory of these items. But not only would they focus on what's being displayed in the cases at museums, they would also look at the stuff that's, like, in the archives and in the vaults of these museums, because there's, like, hundreds of items that are in the vaults for the Smithsonian that are never shown out to the general public, except maybe on some very, very rare occasions. So, like, you know, just food for thought. I loved that show. That show was great. I think I have to have, like, a different streaming service or something to, like, watch it now. I have no idea how I get my hands on this, actually. But I would like to kind of revisit it and, like, you know, binge it on the couch with popcorn or something for no reason. Anyway, we learned a lot about history and got 2 smarts. Good for me. Later, you see Vera cackling to herself in the hallway, which is, you know, whatever, but you might as well find out why. Just practicing my prom queen acceptance speech in my mind. Oh god, honey, we dissociate the same way. In just imagining ourselves in great situations. I'm the same. I love you. You're great. If I was back in 2007, this 100%, I would have been drooling over her. Because she's, like, I get gender euphoria looking at her. It's not like the title bears any meaning whatsoever, of course. And I do consider the whole thing beneath me. However, considering how much meaning other girls put on it, I can't risk some uppity jerk thinking she's better than I am. Plus, it's not bad branding either. Valid. Look, I feel like you could teach me a lot about growing my empires, and I would love to pay you for the opportunity of consulting. but you're not real.
I could see using a victory to start a line of successful prom queen accessories guaranteed to get you the win.
Why not classes? And just delegate it out to other people just by writing down a few ideas and then getting Miranda to help by cross-referencing it for what like actual queens and princesses do, and then just cut out the whole servant thing.
Perfect prom shoes, the right makeup, fancy knives to take out your opponents. Speaking of which, I assume this goes without saying, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'll be doing a blood ritual to ensure my win. I still haven't found the exact details yet, but I'm optimistic that at least some of the items will be found in the shop. The only question is, where exactly can I find the details for a proper blood ritual?
Why don't we ask the Coven? They're witches, they should know about blood magic. Literally, the internet, that's like what the internet's for, right?
Oh, right. Good call.
Well, I figured that the Coven wouldn't help her, so...
Sometimes you get so caught up in the grand scheme of exploiting blood magic to secure petty victory that you forget about the little things.
Just make sure, honey, that you vet your sources, because if you get your information on how to do a proper blood ritual site from imatrojan.net, I don't think it's gonna work. I just throwing that out there. You and Vera scamper over to the library and put the school's computers to good use for once. For real, does anyone at the school use school resources for educational purposes? Valid.
Let's just search blood magic to guarantee prom queen victory over basic bitches to maintain social status.
I mean, you could just stop here. If you get too specific with it, the search engine's just not going to help you.
That's pretty clear, right?
Well, it couldn't possibly be any clearer, so yeah.
We're going to need the blood of a former prom queen, the tongue of a goat, and the earrings of an ancient goddess.
Okay.
Not exactly stuff that's going to be lying around, but when you're destined to be prom queen, you make it work. Not that I'm destined to be prom queen, or that you wouldn't have to do blood magic in the first place, but hey, when you want to achieve greatness, you make your own destiny. You check the shop, I'll grab a goat, and we'll meet up in the bathroom to cut its tongue out and get this party started.
Okay, so I need the ancient earrings, and I need the ancient earrings, and I imagine the tampon. Sounds like a party indeed. You get 2 fun and 1 smarts. Hey! Oh, I'll have to do that later.
Let's do this.
Let's see, what am I at? So we're at 14 smarts. We need 15 to make her happy. We need 11 in the charm department. We've got 6, and we need 10 in the money, and that's after we buy the, thing. Okay. But not a bad start to Vera's arc. We're getting a lot of likes from her. I thought I was going to screw this up pretty easily, actually. So this is going good. This is going good. So, yeah, I think one of the next things we're going to have to do is maybe finish off smarts, buy the pawn, and then get money back. I don't know if we should be raising money first or charm first. Maybe money first, because I think Vera's more money focused, but keeping smarts high is very important. Anyway, that's all the time that we've got for today. So in the meantime, take care, everybody.